Bob Lutz, you told me out in California that you were going to heavily focus on electrically driven vehicles, and in Detroit, this is what you have done. Tell us what your plans are for the future.
Well, the plans are on the future to kick off an official program, which we actually have already done. So we have a powerful intent to produce this car. We're working with 2 high-technology battery companies to further push the lithium-ion technology. And we hope that before the year is out, that we will have an actual running prototype where we can demonstrate the 40 miles of electric drive on lithium-ion batteries. Now, those undoubtedly wouldn't be the final batteries. They might not last the requirements that we're putting on the battery companies. We want, before we release the car, we want 4,000 charging cycles and a minimum of 10 years of battery. I'm sure that the early iterations of the batteries won't meet that, but we want to develop the vehicle which will be adapted from our future subcompact architecture that we're working on. It'll require a new underbody with wider transmission tunnel for all of the lithium-ion cells, and it'll require a new front end to package the electric motors and the controller and the motor generator set. So we'll be developing the vehicle at the same time that we're working with the battery companies, and the hope is that when the vehicle is ready, the batteries will be ready.
How much of this is being done from the demand of the customers?
Well, look, I think a vehicle that looks good is basically an EV, but it's an EV where you have zero risk of being stranded, because when you're down at the minimum point of your battery, the engine generator set kicks in and recharges the battery for you while you're driving. I think, and if we can bring it out at an affordable price, I think the demand is limitless for a car like that. Who wouldn't want one? I'd want one.
This almost becomes an Apollo project.
Yes, that's why it's so exciting.
Do you think that the government ought to step in with some economic resources?
Well, the USABC, U.S. Advanced Automotive Battery Consortium, comprised of Daimler, Chrysler, Ford, and GM, we have in fact asked the U.S. government for funding to help fund development of lithium-ion batteries, because the Japanese government spends a lot of money on advanced battery research. We think the U.S. government should do the same, because it would be a severe competitive disadvantage for the U.S. if all of the advanced battery technology were to reside in Japan.
Bob Lutz, thank you very much.
You're quite welcome.